Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the greatest stream on the planet. Thank you for being here. Today, we're gonna do more of the stuff that we do, the things with. Pow, I've got my super glove on. My pen's not charged, but I think it's got enough juice in it. Alright, so this is the head we were working on last time, and I think what we want to do is finish this. Maybe finish off the hair and call this head done. I don't know. Anybody like the look of this head? Because if not, I'm wasting my time. I think what I want to do... Oh, I can't do that? No! Oh, it's because I already did the head. The head's good to go. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, let me see if I can do this then. What I want to do is get this hair done, because everybody seemed to like this idea when I threw it on there last time. So I think we might do some hair here. That gives it kind of like a future-y look. Like, people like to mix hair and hats and helmets and things in the future. Everybody knows this. I think it's a law. So the problem is, though, we have these gaps we need to fill. But I think we can probably... Actually, we want that like that. I think we can probably get most of it taken care of with just some clever adjustments. Like this. Look at that. Is that face mask inspired by Ninjak? Ninjak. That sounds... That's a Power Ranger thing, isn't it? I gotta be honest, I kind of sped through some of the later seasons. That sounds exactly like... That's the Power Ranger from Wild Force? The special guy from Wild Force, I think, where the guy disappeared in the beginning and then came back later. No, it's Valiant Comics. Oh! Yeah, no. It's not that. Ninjak, I swear that's a Power Ranger thing too, though. I remember that. Maybe it's just that I happened to cross it while I was watching Power Rangers because Jason David Frank was connected to a Ninjak production at some point. I'm not sure now. XO Manowar, not Power Rangers. Yeah, I know what XO Manowar is. But no, if you want, you can go back in my videos and watch me create this. Nothing I've made is inspired by anything in the pop culture realm, honestly. It's kind of like all just off the top of my head as I'm working. I do things and see what happens. Ninjor, there you go. It was close. They both go ninj in the beginning of their name. I remembered something. That was a thing, so once again, more evidence. I am not losing my mind completely. Alright, so we're getting, this isn't going to take very long to get this in order. We only have to fill in a few spots. You're awesome. Is this a hobby or do you sell this stuff? Thanks. Yes to both. It's a hobby, but I'm making this line to sell at retail. Like, it is a full-on production action figure line. It's gonna go through Kickstarter, but yeah, full-on available for you guys to buy, assuming the Kickstarter works. So that would be the initial point of sale, I would say. Whoops. See ya. Let's get rid of these nubbins. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this sort of thing, you're going to want to support the Kickstarter, or there will be no line to purchase. You haven't seen a video of mine since unboxing with Anthony 15. That's not a thing. I think you mean 15 pounds of fodder, but that's like 10 years old. So, where you been? The closest comparison in terms of like the actual sail and everything would be the Mythic Legions. Trucking with my dad. But internet, man. Internet. Alright, what I'm gonna do here is mirror and weld some pieces. And try to, oh, I would need to split every one of them. Well, I don't really want to do that. But I'm willing to. Let me save it first, just in case everything explodes. Iron Boy 440, what's up? Got a bug bite on my big toe, and it is absolutely driving me insane. I react very poorly to bug bites. I'm hyper allergic to everything like that, and so they flame up and itch like crazy. Oh, hate it. I hate it. Alright, so what I want to do... Oh. Well, that's auto group. Oh, it's all one piece. What happens when we mirror it? Yeah, still useful. Alright, we're gonna do it. You don't generally want the entire thing to be symmetrical, but you can get a lot of it symmetrical, and it'll save you a lot of time. As long as the main pieces aren't. And then we will, of course, adjust things as necessary. Hey, what's up, Spike Trap? A cyber sensei? That doesn't make any sense. No pun intended. A sensei isn't a depictable thing. Generally speaking, sensei just means teacher, so... Everybody's a gangster until the tomatoes start walking? Is that a Killer Tomatoes reference or just a crazy thing to say? Or both? I'm thinking both. I wonder how many people know what the Killer Tomatoes are at this point. I'm guessing very few. It says it starts at 7. Yeah, what time zone 7 does it say it starts? Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock, which is not England time. You guys are 5 hours ahead. So, you know, time zones, man. What are you gonna do? Looks good. Hey, what's up, Carl? Carl! Group split, yep. Duplicate. Alright, Tyler, that's enough spam now. Cool it before you get put in the corner. That is some good H2O. What? Oh, oops. There we go. There we go. Shut up, Rick. Who the hell is Rick? Is there a Rick? Oh, he said it because I said coral. I get it. I get it. Coral. The setup part threw me, though. I was expecting English. Zing. There we go. Yeah, this hair's coming along pretty quickly, because we didn't have to do that much. I just have to fill in the sides. And I might be able to do a lot of that with just some simple duplication. After watching The Walking Dead this past Sunday, I'll be staying put with the show. Yeah, it was... I think they have a good idea. We'll see. They could totally take a dump on it, but I think it's... There's a chance that it ends up being good, Alfonso. I'm with you. Oh, Alfonso, Tiny solved your problem of your missing points. You know, on Twitch, the points that we used to do, which we will return to doing once I get the line sorted out. Tiny figured it out, and it's genius, and I never looked into it. I forgot. I didn't forget, I just didn't get around to it. So she solved the problem, which I may have figured out, but I don't know, because I don't pay that much attention to your guys' username, so I may not have. So you can thank her. You changed your name. So I have to check the leaderboard, but I'm willing to bet you have Alfonso P, and then your old username has all the other points just sitting there, which I can transfer over, so no worries. No worries, I can transfer all the points over to the new account. You'll be good to go. Or to the new username, because the board doesn't know that you're the same person. It just goes by the name itself. The leaderboard, that is. Which makes sense. I mean, it's not a Twitter board. It is a 30 thing, so it doesn't know. Oh, Victor, you missed it. Yeah, there's a point system where you get points for watching, points for subscribing, points for hosting. basically points for everything. And then when I do trivia, you can earn points. And then once you have enough points, you get to redeem them to tell me what to sculpt in the next stream. However, we kind of put that on hold so I could get some work done. I made it relatively easy for people to get points, so it became a bit of an issue. Sorry if I was really annoying the last time you streamed. I'm just a really curious person. Okay. I don't know what you're referring to, so all good. You could ask anything you want, but you will be judged accordingly, and I don't have to do it just because you ask it. So, you know, at your own risk. Alright, what is that? Why is that there? That's better. My favorite to work on? It really depends on the project. Marvel Legends are probably the overall... Well, they're not easiest to work on in the technical sense. They're easiest to work on in the sense that there is a plethora of parts. I can basically find parts for whatever I need, and it's relatively easy for me to make parts I don't have the ability to find. But then it's much easier to paint something like a Figma or a Play Arts figure. So, it really depends. Hey-o, thanks for the sub. You didn't even sub? Oh my gosh. I thought we had something special. Alright, I think we're about ready to just fill things in. But I might be able to do some more duplication first to save some time. Think about sculpting yourself. That's two words for you, apparently. A GF. No. No, believe it or not, no. Because I'm a normal human being, and I don't have stupid ideas like that in my head. I also don't assume to know things about complete strangers on the internet. So that might... I think we're learning more about you than we are about me here. I take that back. I know we are. It's not a matter of thinking we are. Hi, buddy. You want to jump up? Come on. Come on. Come on. Jump up. I want you to jump up now so you don't jump up while I'm working. Can you do that? Come on. You're not gonna do it, huh? Alright, that's fine. That's fine. No! Not on the computer. Cannot believe you just walk on the computer like it's not a computer. Ugh. Come on. Hey, what's up with San Diego? Do we not have moderators? What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Star-Lord? No. Oh, were you the one that said everything looked like something else last time? I don't know, Tiny. I don't know. I'm guessing not, because generally speaking, John doesn't have an issue with banning people quickly. Alright, that'll work. And let's go ahead and duplicate one of these guys. I'm so hyped for Smash Brothers. Oh man, I can't wait. And then we're gonna marathon it. I don't know how Guinness World Records work. Like, I don't know if it'll count if I like set the record without being an official timer, having an official timer. But even if it doesn't count, it'll be good practice, and then we'll do it. No, 3D print. Well, I mean, yeah, you can paint it, but that's not you. Like, you can't sell a 3D printed action figure. Yeah, Victor, you let us down. Oh, by the way, guys, I've been saying we've been doing this for 2 years. I checked. We are at almost exactly only 18 months. So 18 months is nothing to develop an entire action figure line, especially working solo. That makes me happy to learn that it's not been even 2 years. Yeah, you did, because you could have been a mod right now, but instead you're an X mod, which I think you just like the way that sounds. Sound like an anime character that has superpowers or something. Hello, Nick Gresham. That's your username. And it hasn't been all these years. It hasn't been all these years at all. I just got done saying it's only been 18 months. So, you want me to use a nickname or something, you have to stop being a damn liar all these years. Like we're long lost pals or something. I don't know you. About 5 minutes ago, probably not even 5 minutes ago. Right before you showed up, I said how I've been saying we've been working on this for 2 years, but I checked, and it hasn't been 2 years. It's only been 18 months. So... Alright, that's enough for this side. I'll fill in the gaps manually. Yeah, but how would I know that? Unless you commented a lot, which you didn't. You commented just enough to get yourself in trouble a few times. I kind of want to sculpt a new human head, but the thought of doing more hair is something I don't want to do, want to think about. So I don't know. But I really do want one of a particular look. Any of you guys that are here now catch the Mario stream yesterday? That was kind of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. Thanks, Adam. Victor, how many times do I have to tell you, work is not more important than watching another person play video games? Maybe it is. I don't know. You saw a snippet of the test of the Mario stream? Well, that whole test was like 3 seconds long, so yesterday was a full thing. It was a good time. I enjoyed myself a lot. And I think most people had fun watching too. Alright, looks like the sides and back are pretty much done. We have to fill in a little bit up here. Then we're pretty much set. You saw this too? What does that mean? I didn't sculpt yesterday. Wish I could have seen this stream. I was probably at a gig in Street Fighter. Cool. That's the best game series. I should probably publish the Mario stream. Maybe I'll just publish the part where I beat it. Remember when you first started streaming on Saturdays and guaranteed there was people being salty and I was at the center of it all? No. Oh, you saw the test. Yeah. Well, the test wasn't... Like, you guys weren't supposed to watch that. I was just seeing if the audio worked, because I had to do weird stuff to make the audio work on the Switch. That's awesome, Adam. I hope you won, I guess? I'm gonna go with it. I'm committed now to the bad joke I made. I have to fill in this gap. I don't really want to. It's gonna be a nuisance. Did you happen to see the video of the teacher fighting the student that's been on the news? I was just curious what you thought because you've been a teacher. No, I haven't, but other than self-defense, I don't think that would be an appropriate thing to do. I mean, I don't know what happened. I haven't heard about it at all, so. Short of self-defense or defending others, I don't think there should be a physical altercation in an academic setting. Let's put it that way. Especially if it's a teacher and a student. Maybe I can just dupe this one. Move it this way. Yeah, I can. The kid is just talking shit and then the teacher starts punching him. I mean, that's not funny other than just the way you typed it out. Makes it sound like a sitcom or something. That doesn't seem like a good situation. What grade was he in? Was he at least like a teenager? I mean, not that that makes it okay, but I could see, like, punching an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old is a lot better than punching a 6-year-old, you know? Neither are good, I want to be clear. I'm not condoning this. I'm just saying it's better if the person's an adult rather than a young child. I don't know, when I was a teacher, we rarely fought the students. Just joking, these are jokes, these are jokes. That's right though, jokes can get you in trouble nowadays. I forgot about that. Oh, so it's like a stand and deliver situation, huh? Well, still, not okay. Especially if the student didn't, like I said, self-defense is one thing, but self-defense from somebody calling names or whatever, like, I understand that that's not a pleasant situation, but you don't need to fight a student. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter. That's not justifiable. You're not allowed to hit people just because they say something you don't like. No matter what it is that they say. Or who they are. That's not how a civilized society works. What happened to the saying, sticks and stones are part of nature, and nature is the best thing ever? That's the saying. No, I'm kidding. That's not the saying. Hey, what's up, Mike? No matter how shitty something is that somebody says, it's still just words. Who gives a shit? Especially if it's a student. You don't start beating up a student. There is no excuse for that. Oh, people are defending the teacher? Well, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, it's always funny to see an asshole get their comeuppance. Don't get me wrong, the kid's probably a scumbag. But if the teacher is a teacher, an adult teacher, I'm guessing it's a man, beating up on a person who's significantly younger than them, and as a student, it's just all around not good. I did see the latest episode of Twid. I did indeed. We already talked about it, you missed it, you lose. Hey! You thought there would be no live why? It's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We stream every Tuesday. What you talking about? Alright, we got the hair done. Nope. You don't teach a lesson by punching a student. I mean, he learned a lesson, but that doesn't make it okay. And like I said, it doesn't matter how much of an asshole the other person is. In this kind of situation, it's not okay. If you're on the street and everything's all things are equal, well, you know what? Somebody's probably going to learn a lesson the hard way, but not a student and a teacher. Nope, I'm not doing that. That's a good way to get myself in trouble. I think there's something to be said for an asshole getting his chops busted once in a while. And I don't mean it in a joking way. However, this is not that kind of situation. I think we'd have fewer assholes if people were allowed to punch them occasionally. But that's not how it is, so that's the way it goes. Yeah, we change our clocks here too. I wouldn't get in trouble for watching it. I'd get in trouble for anything I say, because anything somebody says nowadays is a problem, no matter what they say. So I'm not going to. Well, no shit, the kid didn't stand a chance. He's getting attacked by a grown man. Even if the kid was 18, he's still not fully developed. I mean, like I said, it's better than fighting a 6-year-old, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's not relevant to what we're doing here. Alright. What do you mean, not a simple grown man? What does that mean? Oh. Well, that's even worse then. I'll tell you what though, as somebody who was a teacher, it's not hard to believe that the teacher had a little bit of pent-up anger. Not at all. Yes, I do believe that, Mickey. I do believe that. I want to make the note that if you feel the need to punch an asshole and do punch an asshole, you should also be prepared to face the consequences of whatever that might be. It all balances out. If it turns out you're actually the asshole and you end up getting your butt kicked, well, that has solved itself, you see. Alright. I think this looks pretty good. Now we just need to make that noise. There's something wrong with me, for sure. It's no little thing. Oh, I'm gonna cough like that from now on. I think that would be ideal. Oh, this is more complicated than I thought. What do you mean? You don't like the part about having to face the consequences if you turn out getting your ass kicked? I think that's only fair. What did you use to teach? Just got here. Martial arts. Okay, that's a lie. I lied. I shouldn't have done that. It's just singular martial art. Okay. If you ever seen Boondocks, what had happened was that Don't type stuff like that, Victor. No, it's not the end of the discussion, because it doesn't matter what the kid said. You see, the thing about being in a civilized society is adults don't beat up on kids for kids doing dumb things. That's just the way it goes. Well, I mean, it is obviously more complicated, but it balances itself out, Mickey. That's the thing. How long, like in the Wild West, for instance, do you think the assholes were assholes? Not very long, because the good guys put them in their place. Nowadays, you're not allowed to put an asshole in his place. So it results in problems, that's all I'm saying. I saw that grin after you said that. After I said what? I didn't say anything. Yes, X-Men are awesome, and yes, I saw the Revo Gambit, and I posted about it on Facebook, but it never posted, so nobody saw it. I quite like it. I quite like it a lot. It looks like it's going to be the best Revo Tech figure they've ever made. It doesn't have goofy-ass proportions. No real significant hang-ups so far. mean, we'll see. There may end up being an issue, but we'll see. Oh, that I taught martial arts? No, well, I never ended up with a full-time position because there was no teaching jobs where I was working, and then when there were, they gave them to other teachers who wanted to move from one thing to the other rather than giving me the position, even though I'd been tutoring and substituting daily for like 5 years. So I said, screw it, I'm not going to teach anymore, and I started doing this full-time. But I tutored in math, and then I'm actually licensed for social studies, world studies, whatever you want to call it. The upcoming Beast figure does look pretty good. Why is that happening? Oh, that's why it's happening. Oh my gosh, stop zooming in. Yeah, I don't like the Venom, but Gambit looks awesome, and the upcoming Marvel Legends Gambit looks like butts, so... What's going on there? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. What I'm doing is I'm making a plug for the bottom of the hair. Actually, I should make it go higher. And I can always just mush it back down. Yeah. The new Beast figure looks good, except he has a giant penis. Which is not necessarily what I want in my action figures. The hips look super weird. Because there's no crotch. I mean, it's only crotch. It's not a good design for that part. It's probably functional, like they'll probably be able to put him in a nice crouching pose, but he has no hips above his legs and below his belt. So he just has a belt and then a dangly bit. Oh yeah, Tiny, I probably will do that at some point. Yeah, probably. Has to happen sometime before Smash. Although I'm going to be getting Zorlda and Mario soon from my buddy, so we'll see. I actually played some Soul Calibur the other night. I'm trying to get the mission mode done, but it's just so tedious with all the freaking text you have to skip. It takes so long to get through anything. Unless you skip it completely and then you miss out on stuff, so it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we have a new piece here. which we turn these off, turn that on, and then actually we turn everything on. And we'll turn that off and that off. Okay, and then we turn that off. So what we want to do here is just kind of, oh, I guess we should turn that on. We want to tuck the green part down now. Should probably be only doing it on the edges. You'll see, it'll make sense once I'm done, I think. If it doesn't, then I've screwed up. But I think it'll make sense what I'm doing. We need to have some way for the hair to plug into the head. And the best way to do that is this. So now what I'm gonna do is trim this piece. I watched a showcase video of the new Figure Arts Broly, and it looks like they trashed that garbage shoulder design and made it more like, yeah, let's hope that's actually what happens on the final product. I wouldn't be able to mold it all one piece conveniently. And if I can make the hair a separate piece, then I can say just mold the hair in black, mold the head in silver, put them together. Hair just gets a little bit of dry brushing or something on it, and voila, the hair is done. That's the idea, anyway. It's basically a matter of production. And I'm probably going to have a separate mold for various pieces of hair anyway, so it doesn't hurt to do this. Alright, let's go ahead and... is that at the very bottom? Yeah. Let's insert... let's do this. Let's do this. Actually, I don't think we need that. Let's not do that. Alright, let's see if this will work. It might work. I wonder. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. I'll be really psyched. I'll be really, really psyched if it does. But we have to do a kind of a pain in the ass thing. Why is that not dynamically subdivided? Are they already all divided? Stop saving! Oh, sweet. What was that? Why did it say duplicate? That's weird. Oh, this is good. This is very good. What I'm checking right now, see, here's the thing, when I merge all the hair, if some of them are only dynamically subdivided, which means they look smooth but they're actually still jagged pieces, when I combine them with the ones that are already smooth, like actually smooth, they lose that smoothness, and I need to make sure they're all at the same state. So either I can turn them all smooth later, or I can turn them all smooth ahead of time, but I can't do half and half, to put it in layman's terms. So I'm just checking real quick before I merge them with this chunk at the bottom. Not real quick, because there's about 1,000 pieces of hair, which if you guys weren't here for the sculpting of, it sucked. That's why I'm very tempted to not do hair this way anymore, but it does give me the most control over it. I don't know, we'll see. I might end up doing it the old-fashioned way. Alright, so that worked. I mean, it will work. So that's good. Make sure that's all one piece. Then we will do merge, visible. Come back and grab that. Nice chunk of hair. Copy, go back to this piece. Turn off everything else. Except for the head. And then we paste. Now we have the head and the hair. And what we want to do is this, and see. Okay. See now that I need to adjust that red piece a little bit. I would like for these edges to be all completely smooth, but that'll work. The theory is there. We're good. All these little bits will just get deleted later, so no worries about that. Alright, so we just pull the red piece up to flush, and that'll work, I think. So what I'll do here is just split this one for now. So we have one chunk that's hair, one chunk that's this piece. We'll turn this on. No, 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 don't do that. Turn this on. And we do this. I can adjust it on the fly. This should work. In theory, it'll work. I'll worry about the bottom after. Why is it doing that? What a pain in the ass. Much like everything. But that's the way it goes. Oop. That's probably too far down. Okay, that won't work, so let's do this. Oh, man. What is that? What's causing that to happen? But why is it doing it? It shouldn't be doing it. Oh, I see. I think. In fact, we can get rid of a couple of these things. I think that might solve that issue. Haha, I did. Perfect. Ish. Okay, so now we go through and get rid of those things, and then it's we can merge it all back together. It's not detachable, it's a separate mold. Hi, Zeus. If I had planned to do this, it could have been a lot smoother, but this was never part of the original plan. So I'm making it work. Oh, nope. What is that chunk up there? I don't have to worry about the chunk. So, this is what it'll look like. Wait a minute. How did that get all the way up there? That's not good. That's not good. It's not gonna look like this. Hold on. This has become far more of a pain in the ass than I was hoping. So par for the course, really. If you want to call it that, you can call it that. I wouldn't call it that, Victor. But you could. Okay, let's just go for it. So first thing we need to do, I'm gonna save this as a new file. Just in case something gets screwed up. See, the problem is I have to make two pieces, the hair pieces, sit into the head properly, and since when I designed this head I wasn't planning on doing that, and when I designed the hair I wasn't planning on doing that. They were two separate things. It became kind of a pain in the ass, but we're gonna make it work out. And it's gonna be so very tiny that I probably am spending way more effort than I need to make sure all the little things look good. Like, you won't be able to tell that I'm doing any of this stuff but on the final product, but that's okay. Hello, I'm new to this channel. Is this a program to print a figure in sun parts? I don't know what you mean, but welcome. First thing we want to do, turn that off. Who's messaging me? First thing we want to do is turn this into, actually, I suppose I don't have to do that, do I? I can just do it right off. Well, if I do that, let's just see what happens. Oh, well that's nice and clean, isn't it? That worked out nicely. I mean, it's got some lumpiness in there, but who cares? It won't be noticeable. I mean, you won't see it, literally. It'll be glued over, so that works. Alright, good. Now we go back up here, and we grab this. And, I suppose the best thing to do to turn everything else off, and then we're going to do this. And then, once we have the piece that it's making right now, all we do is shrink it just a tiny bit so that it fits in that cavity, rather than being the exact same size as the cavity. And I think we're good. We might be. Took a roundabout way of getting there, but we did get there. So if I do this, so like if I go down here and flip it, you'll see that it's clipping the head, and we don't want that. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? Well, that's okay. If we do it the other way, you can probably see it that way. Yeah, you can see how the gray is coming through in a lot of places, but we don't want that. What we want is to shrink the hair just the tiniest little bit, and then you'll see that it doesn't clip it. Perfect. So now we know it fits inside. And that shrink won't be enough. It won't be perceptible in real life. So we're good. We're good. We did it. Hope you guys are happy. I didn't want hair on this head. You guys did, so I did it for you. Did it all for you. Tempted to do this. I should probably do it symmetrically. Which looks cooler? That? Or that? I kind of like the one where it comes to a point. Just a little bit of a point right here. I like the one that comes to a point. It gives it a little bit more of a menacing look. Well, it's not hard for me to take the hair off. All I have to do is do this. I mean, I still have the original piece, so it doesn't matter. I like the left one too. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna toy with it for a minute, no pun intended. See what we can come up with. If it does affect it, I'll just say, well, you know what? We're not making a new mold, so use less glue. But those little circles I'm putting in it, they're not only part of my process for making them work, but they're also for air and glue. And if I need to, I can just, like if they say that's gonna be a problem, I'll just put more holes in the things. So like the bottom of the hair will look like Swiss cheese. And it'll still glue. Or I'll just put ridges in it or something like that. I don't know. But that is a consideration that has to be considered. Alright, I think we just leave it like that. Otherwise I'm gonna keep changing it too much. Going back and forth and back and forth. I think that's good right there. As I change more stuff. But see, now that it's not a helmet, it needs to fit the human head in it properly, so... I mean, it still is a helmet, but it's less bulky of a helmet. I think we'll just leave it. Because frankly, these little changes, like, nobody's gonna care. They're either gonna like it or they're not. They're gonna be like, I like it because it has that little pinch in the visor. If they don't know the difference, which they won't, it won't make a difference. Does that work for you guys? Or do we need to change it more? I kind of like it just like that. I kind of want to change it. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That looks better. We're going with that. Why are you looking at me like that, Zeus? I get judged enough already. I don't need my cats judging me too. Oh, you're such a cute kitty. What? I can't keep petting you. I have to work. Zeus is laying on his pillow next to me. Can we see it on a body if it's not too much to ask? I think I could do that for you. After we save this. Yeah, I think that looks cool, guys. Good job. You wanna jump up? You wanna jump up? Come on. Come on. I think this head's gonna look dope. It's gonna look fly. The head is on fleek, bro. Bruh. Cuz. You gonna... Come on. Jump up. Come on. He's not gonna do it. Alright. Let's see the big kitty. If I had a nickel. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Copied. We'll just open up... Is that the most recent? Hello, Tristan. You're not gonna jump up, Zeus? Why not? Come on, jump up. I have work to do. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is bring the new head in. I have no idea what size it's gonna be. Some of the heads ended up being very large from a different file, and then some did not. Okay. Let's move it up. There you go. There's my Zeus. Zeus the Moose. He's actually not that big of a cat, but Moose does rhyme with Zeus. And he's somewhat large, so it works. Hey, you don't need to chew the pen. I allowed you up here just so you could lay down, not to chew on things. Okay? Why are you looking at my throat like that? Oh, that's a good kitty. Give me your big ass. There you go. There you go. Why are you in my ear? It tickles. Yeah, Zeus is doing alright. He's in good shape. Oop, wrong button. Alright, let's see which parts we can turn on. Should be all of them. Not the hood. That's not what I wanted. Are you good, buddy? As long as you're comfortable. Oh boy. You just went for it, huh, bud? Alright, I'm gonna leave the vest on, because why not? Why is everything grayed out, though? Oh, I know why. Can you stop chewing on the pen while I'm using... You're not going that way. You're not going that way. Don't you go no bones on me. As soon as he starts to go somewhere and I try to stop him, he just goes completely limp. It's such a pain in the ass. You're a little pain in the ass, buddy. It's a good thing you're adorable. If you were ugly and acted the way you act, it wouldn't work. She's just joking, San Diego. It's just because that's a thing cats do. They always do that. They always turn around and end up with their butt in your face. But it's not like a thing. Alright. Oh, he just reached out and put his hand on my hand while I was using the keyboard. Zeus, I'm trying to work, bud. I know you need pets, but I need to work. I think this head works. I mean, I need to adjust it a little bit, but overall the style fits. He did it again. You're being too cute, buddy. I think that looks good. Probably needs to be a little bit bigger. Not that much bigger. But we also could probably try it on a different setup. Oh, wait a minute. What vest do... Oh, there we go. I'm glad you like it, Darkness. Let's try it with a different body. I need to readjust these robot legs. No, I had the wrong lower legs on. Oh well. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the head, but I think it's good enough. I think some people will like it. Yeah, I think it works. So right now, by the way, my left hand is like this, and I have Zeus's front paw and head like this in my palm, so I can't work with my left hand at all. He's trying to go to sleep in my hand. Buddy, do you realize that that doesn't work for me? He doesn't care. He doesn't seem to mind. Okay, well, let's do this then. I can sculpt with one hand, mostly. So let's take a head. Let's take one of these blank heads that I used to use. Doesn't matter which one, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're going to be resculpting it. So let's take one of these. Perfectly non-defined features. And let's just do some sculpting. Okay. Yeah, you are totally blocking me from working, buddy. You're just too dang cute. I got my hand free. I tricked him by petting him. He's reaching up to grab me again, Zeus. You're a good cat, but I need to work, bud. I hope you can, Mike. Because that'll be very beneficial for me. And you get to buy something that you like, hopefully. But mostly me. I put all my eggs in this basket, so I'm really hoping it pans out. So the general rule of thumb is when you're putting eyeballs whether you're drawing them or sculpting them or whatever, you measure the width of your eyeball. That's the distance between each eyeball, and then it's also another distance from the eyeball outside of it to the side of the head. So your head should be 5 eyeballs wide across the eyeball area. That's why the Marvel Legends always look so weird, because they have like an eyeball and then like 4 or 5 eyeball spaces in between, and then maybe one on the sides. They're very strangely designed. Zeus, you're really, really cute right now. I think you're doing it on purpose, but you're totally in the way. Please move. Can't you just like turn a little bit? He keeps doing it. He keeps reaching up. You are just too cute. I'm trying to work, buddy. Every time I put my hand on my keyboard, he reaches like this and rests his hand on it and then puts his head down. You need to stop. Can you guys see him at all? I bet you can't. Oh, you can see him a little bit. You can kind of see him. Can you see his hand on mine? Yes, you can. See? You are so weird. Okay. You are very weird, Zeus. I need my hand now. I need my hand. Oh, you leaving? No, not leaving. No, no! What are you doing? You're so weird. This cat's freaking weird. It's good to get your eyeball cavity in, and then you can always adjust the way it looks. But a lot of people don't put their eyeballs in properly. Myself included, unless I make a point of doing it the right way. Alright, but this character that I'm working on needs to have a slightly wider head. Co-worker? I'm not sure that's the accurate description. He just took off, finally. Alright. That should be okay. Yep, nope, not enough. I know he looks extra bony and whatnot. I'm just trying to get the major shapes in place. And then I'll go ahead and fill it all in. I found a head that I wanted to use as reference though. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I had it divided too much, I couldn't tell what I was doing. Fabian Andres Pella. I couldn't read it before it went away. Thanks for the sub. I don't know what my problem is. When I try to recreate a particular look, I always have trouble with it. But then, if I just want to make my own, like, without trying to look like anything in particular, I don't have any trouble with it. It's probably just a matter of needing to practice more. I wonder if that's like a common thing and if there's some way I can work on it, because that would be very helpful. Yeah, we're getting there, kinda. I'll bring in good ears later. I just need something to have the right profile. Or at least some profile, I guess. It's starting to look like something. Nothing happened while you were gone, other than I'm sculpting. Faces always are the biggest pain in the ass to get looking right, if you're going for a specific look. Which I am, because why make it easy? We're getting there. Where I want it. It's just it's a process for anybody that's new to this. At least for me, because I don't do a ton of face sculpting. It takes a little more time than I would prefer, but that's just the way it goes. Hi, Fluffy. What? What is that? The other cat showed up. Cats everywhere. You gonna jump up? Come on. Hi, Fluff. Hi. Do you have to be right there? Let me make some room for you so you can lay down. You have to be right there, buddy? Good boy. Yep. You're a good kitty. Now buzz off. You have way too much loose hair. Alright, not on the keyboard. Move your butt that way just a little bit. There we go. What's with you guys and the keyboard? It's not uncommon for a sculpt to look really strange until you get the eyes done. But I don't like doing them too early either, because I like to move things around a lot. I think one of the things we need to do maybe is pull out the side of the head some. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, Alfonso, I agree. I'm just glad they didn't do what I thought they were gonna do and have him get away with something. That was gonna piss me off. I was getting really ready to be pissed off. 'Cause that's the kind of thing they've done multiple times. Yeah, it looks like a human. I'm just going for a very particular look. So, we'll see if I can... Gosh, now there's cat hair everywhere. We'll see if I can achieve it. I think I can. It's just, with human faces, it's so easy for them to not look like the right thing. There's so many little intricate details that really change how someone looks. We're not talking about spoilers, because some people might not have seen it yet. Not that it makes a big difference for that kind of show, but we don't do spoilers around here, so I'm not commenting on it either way. Hi Zeus, I hear you, buddy. Actually, let's trim dynamic. I think maybe the bottom half of the head needs more head. I mean, from the like the cheekbones down. Let's see. Hmm. Not now, Windows. Stop telling me to do things that I don't want to do, Windows. I'm busy, Zeus. Yeah, I am. No. No. Damn cat keeps chewing on the freaking green screen. No, you don't need food again. What is it, Fluff? I always struggle the most with the lip area. It needs to be so specifically accurate, and it's hard to do for me because I don't do it enough. So I end up redoing them a bunch. Stop it. No. No! Stop! Alright, Zeus. I have to go feed the cat, apparently. I'm gonna go do that. I will be right back. I knew I was muted. I was testing you guys to see if you would say something about it being muted. Most of you failed. Yeah, because the thumbnail is based on... I mean, like, the finish date is based on the thumbnail. That's pretty good logic. And you haven't seen the same thumbnail for months. You've seen similar thumbnails for months. How dare you take months to work on an entire line of action figures? But to answer your question, I don't know when it'll be finished. Making an entire line of action figures by yourself is a lot of work. So, oops, all I can say is it'll be done when it's done. Also, you would probably know more if you actually clicked on the thumbnail occasionally. I mean, I've gotten, like, a lot of work done, considering I'm one person, and I've only been doing this for 18 months, officially, now that I know that it's only been 18 months. Kind of, pop in for my custom work. What do you mean? So you mean you have not seen what I'm working on here at all? Is that what you, I just want to be clear what you're talking about. Because a lot of people come here saying, I like this custom work when it's not. You know what I mean? This isn't custom work. But yes, I'm making an entire line. And it's a buttload of work. That's an official measurement, in case you were wondering. This project, your son's younger than 18 months? You still have time to do that. I'm pretty sure the return policy is still active on that. That's how babies work, right? I think so. No, I ruined it again. Every time I try to extend it the way I think it needs to be extended, it gets ruined. That's getting closer. Alright. Oh, I've never done ACBA though, but I do make customs, so maybe that's it. Yep. I mean, generally speaking, there's 3D printing in the process, but then it's going to be produced just like a regular action figure. So, injection molding. No, they're gonna be mass produced. I appreciate it, Loki. I don't have any stuff. Like, I'll see something and I'll be like, that's kind of a cool element, and I'll try to work it into something. But I don't have any, like, actual reference, per se. This jaw is just killing me, though. I cannot get it to look right. It's so close to where I want it, but I just can't quite get it to where I need it to be. I have an idea. That's starting to look right now. I think it was the eyes that was throwing the whole thing off. Maybe. Well, my problem is I'm going for kind of like a mix between stylized, like not quite cartoonish, but kind of like video game-ish and real. So it's... I have difficulty blending the two. But it'll work out. I mean, I've got a bunch of heads already done. I just wanted to make one more. And I'm out of practice. I haven't done heads in a while. I'm used to doing hard surface stuff like armor and cyborg limbs and things. Okay, now we're looking good. Now we're looking pretty good. I like that. Nose is probably a little big. I think if I bring the tip in some, it'll look better. Nope, that wouldn't be a little bit. That would be a lot. Nope, not that. Can I please select the right tool? There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Well, I think we'll finish this up tomorrow. We got it pretty well where I want it, I think. Mezco Iron Man? Not likely. Alright, we're gonna call it there. I'll finish it up tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place as always, which is right here on the channel or over on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good night. Yes, I did see the Rebel Tech Gambit. Looks awesome, especially since the Marvel Legends one looks like poop. Have a good night.